Well, actually, in the middle of my talking about sarcasm, actually, my cell phone died because the DU recorder actually stopped at the end of it's something like 20 minutes of, in fact, about it was 20 minutes, and actually the DU recorder stopped recording. That's why I suddenly faced something like that. Anyway, we were talking about sarcasm, and there's another example on line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The paragraph with sarcasm, line 5, one line below sarcasm. Look at this example. Suppose a husband and a wife say something like this to each other. This is a lovely undercooked egg you have given me here. As unusual. Yum. Okay? Undercooked and yum. Yum means delicious. Or the husband or the wife could say something like this to each other. Why don't you leave all your dirty clothes on the lounge floor? Love. And then you only need to wash them when somebody breaks a leg trying to get to the sofa. See? It means something like this. Husband, try to be like this. Do not put your dirty clothes on the lounge, because somebody may break his leg, her leg, his leg, etc. Okay? It's like this. So it's an example of sarcasm. Again, flouting relations. Flouting actually relations like flouting quality. Okay, I don't want to be long enough, but at the end of the page, again, there's something nice for you. 4 lines to the bottom of the page, the book says, there's a nice example at the end of the page, which says that hyperbole and banter can coexist. Okay? Hyperbole and banter sometimes can coexist as this example. She's both exaggerating and mock attacking. 2 types of things at the same time. I'm not going to, in fact, read this one for you, but you are supposed to read it to understand. First of all, there's hyperbole by exaggeration, number 1, and mock attacking. It's a kind of attack on you, but actually doesn't mean attacking. And the book continues to say that the danger with banter is that it can offend if the hearers do not recover the conversational implicature. So it is very bad if they don't understand. So a good friend understands what a kind of banter you are using actually, or a kind of exaggeration that you are using. But somebody else would not understand that kind of, in fact, banter, exaggeration, etc. that you have. I mean, hyperbole or banter. Anyway, so this is dangerous. You say something, they understand something else. You want to, in fact, flout a maxim, they understand something else. This is bad. So the book says something like this. The danger with banter is that it can offend if the hearers do not recover the conversational implicature, or if they suspect that there is an element of truth in the words. Okay? So you actually, if you put the dirty clothes on the floor, it is, in fact, it hurts you. Okay? When you say it, when somebody says it to you. Okay? Now let us go to flouting relation. We are done with the literature. And remember that this part is important because, in fact, these types of Floutings are, in fact, nice. Anyway, let us go to page 39. Flouting relation, no, type 3, I suppose. Yes. Look at this conversation between A and B. So what do you think of Mark? What do you think of Mark? B says, his flatmate is a wonderful cook. His flatmate's a wonderful cook. What does it mean? It means something that Mark is not a good cook. Okay? Or the one below. The one below. First of all, back to this conversation, you see something like his flatmate's a wonderful cook. First of all, at first, it appears to something irrelevant. Maximal relation says it must be relevant, but you see, we are talking about Mark, but somebody talks about somebody else. It is irrelevant at first sight, but actually understand it. Why? Because it's kind of flouting. Okay. Let us go to somebody as another example. Heckler and Coward. We expected a better play. Coward says, I expected better manners. Okay? So it means something quite different. I don't know why my telephone actually in my office goes off like that. Just let me finish it.